Hello, welcome back to another episode here. We're going to talk about KVMs and the KVM that we use here at Mission Bible Church. So this is what a KVM is. It's basically just a box. So what that stands for is keyboard, video, and mouse. So what that is basically allows you to put your computers somewhere else and then typically over a network cable or network connection. You have a keyboard, video, and mouse setup that can access that computer. So for us, almost all of our computers are in a server room, pretty central on our campus. And then we access all of those from different monitors at different areas of our building, which allows a lot of flexibility. So we can, all of a sudden, if we want to run ProPresenter from this desk here, we can do that, or from downstairs, or basically anywhere where we have a KVM box, we can access that computer. So the ones that we use here are Adder, the XDIP series. They are, I think, about 500 per box, 500 to 600. You can get them to power over Ethernet, or you can buy a power supply with it. We run all of ours power over Ethernet, so PoE. We don't have any that run on with a power supply. They work awesome. We've been running this same system for probably about probably 3 years now, and it's been rock solid. So the way that it's set up is you need one of these boxes at the computer, and then you need another box at your viewing station, if you want to call it that. So where your monitor, your keyboard, and mouse would be, you need another one of these. So you really need two for, say, one computer. But then after that, then it's just basically one per computer, one per monitor station. So it can get expensive depending on how many stations or how many computers you have, but the flexibility is incredible. Like I said, we can run basically any of our computers at any of our stations. It just opens up a ton of possibilities and things like that. It also allows for a lot cleaner sound booths. So you won't find computers in our sound booth. You won't find computers down in our video suites either. So because all of the computers are in that server room. So it's less cables, less equipment spread across your entire campus. Things are more central and ton of flexibility. So if I'm upstairs in the booth and we're having issues with, let's just say ProPresenter or LightKey or whatever it might be, I don't have to run to or go to that room or that computer to troubleshoot it. If I'm anywhere where there's a keyboard, video, and mouse, I can do a simple keystroke command and I can access that computer. Works for Windows or PC. We've got one Windows computer, which runs our Waves server, super rack. Everything else is Mac. It doesn't matter. They both work. So on a Mac computer keyboard, you would hit Control Option C. That gives you a pop-up. So hopefully you can see this, but these are our computers on our KVM. So just a simple click with the mouse, and I've got our Waves super rack running. Do that same command again, and we've got our tracks computer that is controlled from our drummer up on stage. So one bonus thing with tracks is you can't remote in to tracks, or it will disable the audio output. So this allows us to control tracks from front of house. We could control tracks from downstairs. The drummer can control it. Basically, we can have multiple computers, if you want to say that. It's more users connected to that same computer. Does not mess with the audio routing or disabling the audio routing or anything like that. So pop in again, I can get right to our ProPresenter rig. And if we need to adjust something on ProPresenter, I can do that all from right here. So let's see what else we have. Our online host computer. So normally they're downstairs. Normally ProPresenter is downstairs. But I can log on to those computers quickly and easily and fix something if I need to, or set something up. Sometimes when we have a smaller event, we don't have a full video team or anything like that, ProPresenter is actually ran from up here in the booth. So simple keystroke command, pop onto this monitor, and they can run ProPresenter from right here in the booth in the room. Normally on weekend services, they're downstairs, but then we have a full video team and all that, so they're able to see all the different angles of the stage or whatever. So yeah, I'll put a link to this in the description below. These are awesome. From what I've researched, at least when we started this system, this seemed to be the most reliable, most cost-effective, that offers the most flexibility that I could find. There are systems that are a lot more. There are some systems that were less, but they seem to not be as flexible or have reliability issues. So they're fully metal, it's nice, solid, quality box. So just a quick rundown on the back. So if you were setting up this to receive a computer, or at the computer end, you basically just use a USB to the computer. So that's how it gets the keyboard and mouse connection at the other end. So that, and then HDMI, and then the network to get it on the network, and then also could power it depending on your network. Obviously your network has to have PoE on it. If it's on the viewer side, so let's just say this station here, you would use these three connections here. So you got the HDMI cable that goes to the monitor, 2 USB ports. You do have audio, so you can do an audio out from the computer. Then you can do an audio for headphones or speakers on the user side. This would be your power supply. You do have one USB on the front. One thing to keep in mind when doing this system is these don't read like a USB headset or a USB microphone, or even a USB storage device like a jump drive or a hard drive or anything like that. So if you need something like that, just like a quick, plug a hard drive in the computer, we just plug that directly in the computer or in the server room. In a case where you need like a USB headset, or you want to like a DMX USB dongle would be a great case for lighting. We also run then an additional network line for a USB over Ethernet. So I'll link a couple options for that as well in the description below. But so basically that's just a box on this end, and then an Ethernet cable that goes to the server room with another box on that end that then plugs into the computer. So, and there, we have a USB dongle for DMX for our lighting rig that's sitting on the in the back here. So just a simple little Ethernet USB converter, and those are always connected to that computer. And so yeah, it's been really stable. That's also how we do the Stream Deck. So this Stream Deck is always connected to the Light Key computer, but obviously we can be on other computers here. So yeah, it just goes to that same USB over Ethernet adapter or converter that the DMX dongle is plugged into. And yeah, so it's super stable. Both systems running really well. As you can see, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, 6 computers on it. I believe you can have, don't quote me on this, I believe you can have 10 or 15 of these on the same network. Yeah, we haven't had any issues of running too many or whatever. So very, very easy to set up. We can get one up and running in probably just a few minutes. It doesn't take long. Yeah, so I'll put a link to the KVM box itself. I'll put a link to the network switches that we use that are the PoE, and then I'll do a link for the Ethernet, USB over Ethernet adapter as well. So hopefully this is helpful. Hopefully this can get your brains thinking a little bit outside the box of, offering flexibilities for volunteers and and for your teams as well. So make sure to like and subscribe. We'll be back hopefully next week with another video. So some exciting news. I am stepping down from Mission here and moving down to Oklahoma and joining the team at Life Church down there. So hopefully I'll be able to give you some behind the scenes on their stuff as well. Super excited for that. So I might take a little time off with the videos with that move that's coming up in just a few weeks. So I will be starting down there. But yeah, super excited. Catch you next time.